Welcome to the homework walkthrough for lesson 2.1.1, How Can I Represent Data? Today we went over 3 different ways to display our data. The first thing that we looked at was a dot plot, and we talked about how it's great for showing numerical data and how that data needs to be well organized and formatted very much like how this dot plot picture is looks. We also talked about the bar graph when we were talking about cats and dogs. A bar graph is rectangular bars where the height is showing you the data in each category. Okay, so you can see in here they must have asked what people's favorite colors were, and you can tell your data based on what the graph shows. And then we also looked at the Venn diagram. Our Venn diagram had dogs over on this side, cats over on this side. If you had both a dog and a cat, or dogs and cats, you'd put it in the middle. And then we also showed how it's okay to place some of our data outside of the circle if what's in these circles doesn't really make sense to our personal situation. So I'm going down here to the review preview portion. The questions I'll be going over today for the review preview are 2.6, 2.7a, 2.8, A and B, and then all the way down to 2.10, adding and subtracting some of those decimals. Okay? 2.6, it says, for the problem below, display the data using a dot plot, bar graph, or Venn diagram. So we went over all 3 of those today. You decide which type of data display is best, and then explain why. If you need to review what data we went over, don't forget to look at the pictures in your book of what the bar graph showed, what our dot plot showed, what our Venn diagram showed, and see if you can figure out which way is the best way to display the data. For 2.7a, okay, we're going back to the toothpicks and tiles game that we did in chapter 1. Elizabeth wants to challenge you to a toothpicks and tiles game. Using exactly 6 tiles, solve her challenge below. Okay? Justify your answer with pictures and labels. So for 2.7a, find a pattern where the number of toothpicks is more than double the number of tiles. Remember, you have 6 tiles. Okay? On our hint, we do have the option of switching around the 6 tiles on here. Remember that your tiles must meet side to side. They cannot meet corner to corner, okay? They must meet side to side in order for you to solve the problem correctly. So that is 2.7a. Remember, you have 6 tiles. For 2.8, it says, on a hot summer day, Leo and Stefano decided to buy some refreshments at the fruit and smoothie store. Fruit kebabs cost $1.75 each, and smoothies cost $2.50 each. For A, Leo ordered 2 fruit kebabs and 1 smoothie. How much did he spend? You need to figure that out with fruit kebabs costing $1.75 and smoothies costing $2.50 for each one. If he ordered 2 fruit kebabs and 1 smoothie, how much did he spend? Then for B, Stefano ordered 3 fruit kebabs and 4 smoothies. How much did he spend? Again, you will want to add those together and figure out what his total is going to be. Feel free to use a calculator, as you will notice that there is no picture of a calculator with an X through it. Okay? as there is for 210. So 210 you're not going to be using a calculator to do, but for 2/8 you are welcome to. Moving down to 210, for A, basically for all of 210 you need to add and subtract. It gives you the hint to remember to line up the decimal points. So A is 53.199 minus 27.61. If you go to the help, okay, it gives you your very first hint. It's showing you to line up those decimal places, one on top of the other, okay? For 2-10B, you're using addition and adding 155.96 plus 56.232. Remember that there is no use of a calculator for this, so tomorrow when we take a look at what you've done, we'll hopefully be seeing that you were able to do it with pencil and paper. So remember, the most important thing is to line up the decimal point and then line up all your place values accordingly. So that was the homework walkthrough for lesson 2.1.1. If you struggled with any of the homework, please remember to see your teachers or ask your team while we are correcting homework the next day in class. Thank you.